Hello health seekers. So in this video I'm going to share with you my top 8 pieces of wellness technology that make living the healthy lifestyle so much easier for me. They save me tons of time, tons of money actually in the long run, and so they're great pieces of kit to invest in. And let's begin with the first one here. So the first one is probably my favorite, and this is the Thermomix. Tremendous piece of German engineering, and what it does is it chops, it blends, it cooks, it steams, it weighs, it kneads, it does all kinds of brilliant things quickly. So it's a whole new way of cooking. It brings like kind of a nerdy sciencey element to it, but here's the cool part. It's super quick, it's super easy. So what I'll do typically in the morning is I will steam 2 eggs in this thing. It takes 12 minutes. As I'm doing that, I might steam some kale on top for my smoothie, and that's breakfast taken care of right there. Super simple, super easy. I make soups in this. You can even roast chickens in it. Like, it's endless. Super fun, super cool way of cooking. It'll save you loads of time. Next favorite piece of kit is this bad boy. I use this every single day. This is my second Vitamix. They're basically indestructible, but I had to upgrade to the latest model because I love these things so much. Daily green smoothie is probably the best habit that you can add into your life, and so this thing is just working overtime for me every morning. I mean, it takes 2 to 3 minutes to make a quality smoothie, to clean this thing up, to put it away. And when you've got something high powered like this, you have quality smoothies, right? You don't kind of get just frustrated by the fact that it's not blending something like a frozen banana. You know, it just tears through everything, turns anything you want to liquid. I think someone's even blended an iPhone in one of these. It'll turn it to dust. So they're very powerful. They're well worth the money. Just get quality gear and your life becomes easier. And you get these really nice, like I've got a leftover from this morning, really nice, like smooth smoothies that are just delicious. And the best part, like I said, crazy easy to clean. Okay, my next favorite piece of kit is this bad boy. This is an Oura ring. Now this is the old version of it. There's a new one coming out, but what it does is it tracks things like exercise, it tracks movement, it tracks different phases of sleep, it tracks heart rate variability, from all of this information you can basically determine how well you're recovering. And listen, when you push hard, when you're going at it in life, you need to recover well. And so simple things like tracking your sleep becomes super important, because if you're not sleeping well, you're not recovering well. And so for me, this thing's absolutely priceless, and I use it every single day to measure how well I'm doing in my recovery. And from that, I know how hard I can push in exercise and work and things like that, and it lets me know when it's time to chill out and take it easy. So love the Oura ring, such a worthwhile investment. Next piece of kit is this. This is really cool. So when I wake up in the morning, I plug these bad boys into my ears. This is called a human charger by a company called Velki, and what it does essentially is it puts 10,000 lumens of full spectrum light into your ears, and you have photoreceptors in your ears that trigger something called your suprachiasmatic nucleus, or your body clock, and it switches your brain on to realize that, okay, it's daytime. So listen, we live in London. Today happens to be a sunny day out there, but most of the time it's not. Most of the time we just live indoors and we do not see enough sunlight. And so the natural rhythms of the body are thrown off, and it has a tremendous impact upon everything from your hormones to your metabolism to your sleep. And so I take my recovery very seriously. And if you don't have your circadian rhythms working properly, a lot of the other fancier things that you throw on top, like supplements and exercise and all the advanced biohacking things that you can do, well, they're not built on solid foundation. So getting a sound circadian rhythm into your life is absolutely critical. Phase 1, first place you go when it comes to enhancing health naturally with lifestyle. And so light becomes very important, right? Light stimulation into your brain. Next thing on the flip end of that, then, on the flip side of that, are these guys, and they're not the coolest in the world, but these blue light blocking glasses are total lifesavers. What they do in the evening is they stop, and you put them on around about 6:30, 7:30, and they'll stop the blue light stimulating the same suprachiasmatic nucleus body clock in your brain, and they allow your body clock basically to go into the rest and renewal state. So it tells your brain, it tells your body that it's now nighttime and we can switch cycles and we can go into rest and renewal mode. If you're staring at computer screens and and TV screens and iPads and laptops, and you've got bright lights like these spots shining in your eyes, well, don't be surprised if you don't sleep well. Don't be surprised if you have low energy. Don't be surprised if your metabolism is shot, if your immune system is down, because again, you're messing up this natural circadian rhythm. So that's hugely important, and they make a big difference. Like in the modern world, you've got to take advantage of these bits of tech if you want to if you want to master your health. And so it brings me on to a super simple piece of kit. But listen, we all sit at certain parts in the times of the day. And the trouble with sitting is it's absolutely ruinous to your spine. There's no doubt about it. Like sitting is absolutely like sugar for your spine, just the same damage as sugar for your teeth. And so listen, if you sit down without any kind of support on your body, the natural thing is you're going to want to collapse, right? You're going to want to collapse. It's very hard work to stay upright if you're not supported. And so enter the miraculous seat wedge, which solves the problem beautifully. So sitting with a seat wedge, boom. I cannot slump. My body does not want to slump. It's naturally supported. It protects my spine, which is protecting my nervous system, which is allowing me to both concentrate and avoid damage and avoid unnecessary aches and pains and problems in my spine. So seat wedges, absolutely critical. They are the best 20 quid you will ever spend. I think you can see it there. You can get some pretty cool ones. They're not all created equal. If you want advice on the best ones, check out SpineCentral's website. Because they have to be a certain angle, a certain density to protect your spine. Next thing, your neck is a part of your spine, right? And most people are sleeping on the wrong mattresses and the wrong pillows for their body. And so two things happen. One, you harm your back. Your spine gets uncomfortable, it gets pulled out of shape, bent out of shape. You wake up the next morning stiff, brain foggy, can't focus, low energy. You didn't get restful sleep during the night because your brain and your nervous system and your structure was under tension all night long. And so having a foam-based pillow that you can build to the ideal height for you is absolutely critical. So these things, again, just like a seat wedge, are absolute gold. They are worth their weight in gold, which would probably be exactly what they cost because they're super light bits of foam, but they are incredible. And I personally could not live without it. It makes my sleep quality so much better. My spine heals faster. I don't get so many problems. I just stay feeling good most of the time when I use the seat wedges and I use the pillows. So there you have it. I think that was 8 pieces of kit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Oh, no. One more. Wait for it. The Instant Pot. So bone broth is one of my favorite things to make, and for a number of reasons. So bone broth contains things like gelatin and glycine and a whole bunch of minerals and that kind of good stuff, which is amazing for healing the gut. So really, like the two key systems that keep you healthy: 1, your nervous system, you've got to have a healthy spine; 2, your digestion, you've got to look after your guts. And just about every aspect of modern living is wreaking havoc with digestive health. And so being able to make high quality bone broth quickly and easily is a simple lifestyle trick that's not only delicious, but it's so nourishing for your digestive tract and also energy levels and healing and all kinds of good stuff. So the Instant Pot is a brilliant piece of kit because it's a pressure cooker and you can, in 2 to 4 hours, make really good bone broth that doesn't stink the house out, which is pretty cool. Another great thing you can do with an Instant Pot is you can do slow cooking. So very often in the morning, I'll throw some meat, I'll throw some bone broth in there, I'll throw some vegetables, I'll stick it on 12-hour slow cook, and when I come back after my shifts at work, I have hot, healthy, slow cooked food ready for me. So again, you make in bulk in that as well, so then it will last you a long time. So there you have it. My 8 pieces of wellness kit that I cannot live without. I promise you these things are such great investments. You might want to consider them. Any questions, hit me up. I'll see you on the next one.